Okay, so this was the Bat Out of Hell t-shirt and design that I made. The main reason I guess I got inspiration from this was after I think I watched the Elton John movie. That was what it was. I watched that movie, and while I was doing it, like, or after I got out of the movie, I was just like thinking of different stuff that I was gonna make. And then I came, and I don't know where, but I just kept on thinking about different artists uh, during that time that had heavy drug influences and stuff like that. And like I just started thinking of Ozzy Osbourne a lot. I'm not sure where that realization came to. I don't know where that came from, but I started thinking about that, and then I was like, okay, so let me see if I can try to make anything that's related to Ozzy, because I guess just like the Ozzy Osbourne, his logo, like the font that he made was really interesting to me. Ozzy Osbourne was like a really aggressive figure, just really aggressive, overly aggressive in a lot of different ways, bloody and gory and crazy, and he played off that very well throughout a lot of his career until he calmed down in his older age. But I was really focused on the Ozzy Osbourne font, as you can see. It had a lot of different sharper edges, which I was really interested in, which I don't know why, but I was just drawn to it. And a lot of the stuff that he became famous for was the saying "bat out of hell," or the fact that he chewed the head off a bat at a concert. So the saying "bat out of hell," or just the thought of bats just kept on coming to me. And I decided to run with the saying "bat out of hell" because with his aggression, you claw your way out of certain situations, and I was just like, I don't know, I just came up with that. And with with the logo that I used, that it wasn't the same Ozzy Osbourne font, but it was something that was kind of similar, had sharper edges, and the tips of the specific letters, like the H and the T, reminded me of wings. I wanted to put a little bit of color under that and make it like a fiery red because it's out of hell. Just playing with that, of course, and I just wanted it to be different colored fire, like multicolored, but also have a certain tone to it, if that makes any sense. For initially, like, I got a picture of a stock photo that I saw of a bat online, and I tried a lot of different pictures of different bats, and I was like, I don't really like this. So I found a photo of a woman that was a bat hanging upside down, and she was like half naked or whatever. And that just seemed a lot more interesting to me because it seemed like it was dangerous, but also attractive to an extent, or more silky and fluid. So I used that picture. I put couple different saturation and grain filters on it to make it pop a little bit more, in my opinion, make the wings pop in color and not make it seem so bland. That's why the bat has the specific color that it does. Nextly, I added fire because it's obviously coming out of hell, and the fire was very interesting because I tried a lot of different stock photos of fire, tried a lot of different photos, and it just didn't. Nothing seemed to really work like how I liked it. So what I ended up doing was pixelating the fire, which may have seemed like an awkward move to an extent, but it just made it. I guess it just gave an extra dimension to me. Like, it made it more interesting to me, because if you just have a bat and fire, it just seems like something that's been done or so common practice. So I just wanted to see if that would make it look any better, and in my opinion, it made it look a lot better than it would have. Yeah, the other parts are just circled areas for where I edited a little bit of different features to make the bat, in my opinion, pop a little bit more, make it a little bit more interesting, and not seem so one-dimensional just on the shirt. Also, what I wanted to do was pixelate the bat, or pixelate the private parts of the bat or whatever, because I mean, just out of thought, just to see what it would look like. But I decided to keep it the same because I thought that would be more interesting. Um, there's no real like underlying thought that was this. It's like there's a bigger social standpoint to this. Not really. I mean, it was interesting to me just to see how to try to connect the how, like, an uncontrollable thing such as fire, or an uncontrollable thing like a bat, but then also make it look pretty to an extent, so that it wouldn't just be overdone or just be boring. So to balance those two factors, I guess, was one of the main things that I liked about this shirt. And I also liked how the colors on certain areas matched very well and made everything tie in properly. So yeah, that was my well, I guess that's my main thoughts on the shirt that I made, my Bad Out of Hell t-shirt that I made. Yeah, the bat in the bat that is made will be on the back, and the lettering will be on the front. And yeah, thanks for watching. I'm at home with Netflix by myself. I don't bother nobody, don't touch my stuff.